Today's weekend whiskey is Benjamin Prichard's Rye Whiskey. This whiskey is 86 proof, so it should be a little easy. It's a Tennessee rye whiskey, as you can tell. And as always, we're going to give it a pourability score, a smell score, and a taste score. Okay, let's test this pourability. Now, as you see, this bottle is not the prettiest. I ripped off the label. I don't buy whiskeys for their beauty. I buy them because I've never had them before. Unless it's something I really like, then you'll get a rerun video. But in this case, I said, oh, never seen this before. Let's give it a try. So, as always, let's start with the cork. It was really light, and the cork is really dark. So let's see, I can smell it from here. Let's see how this pourability goes. Run of the mill pourability. Give it a 7. Nothing special. It's like just a bottle. Like it's not a special bottle. It's just a bottle. So let's move on to the taste and the smell. So I don't usually prejudge whiskeys, but in this case, I'm going to be prejudiced. This is the only time that it's okay to be prejudiced when you're judging whiskey based on its color. And this one, only reason I'm being prejudiced is because it's a rye. It's a rye whiskey, and I don't necessarily like rye whiskeys, so I'm gonna prejudge this one. But spent my money on it, I gave it a shot, and we're gonna see how this goes. So smellability, whole smell score. It smells pretty good. Like there's no sharpness to it. It almost smells like caramel, maybe? Caramel, just in light oak, just really light oak. It smells really smooth, and it's an 86 proof again, so it's not going to be super strong. But the smell, I'll tell you now, if you smell it, you're going to be like, I want some of that. I want to try that one. That's the one I want to try. Smell, I'm gonna give it a 10. 10 for the smell. Move on to the taste. Now the taste catches you by surprise. It doesn't taste like it smells. It has some burn to it. Not strong, but burn. A lot of that cinnamon. It's not sweet. I was anticipating sweet, but it's very much a rye. Rye always has to me like this dry, like I don't know, clay. Like if you just filtered something through clay, but it tasted like clay. It always has like a dry, make your tongue feel like clay type of taste. I don't know. It's not like bitter. It's just rough, like well water. You know, like well water, like makes you know it's not from the tap. It's from a city tap. You know, this is well water. And that's kind of how this is. It's not nasty, but not good, especially off of the smell. Let's give it another taste before we judge this. I want to describe it as, imagine you had one of those chewy caramel candies that people used to give you in church. And then you put cinnamon on it. And then you just mashed it with your hands. And then you left it in a church pew for 10 years. People sat on it, they picked it up, and then you tasted it 10 years later because you went back to your family church and you're like, this thing still got some of the flavor, but it's not good. You're like, I know it's cinnamon and I know it was a caramel, but it tastes ass. It's not really bad. Like, I'll give the taste a 7. I'll give a taste a 7. It's just the smell on it deceives you. Like, it smells like, even after tasting it, it still doesn't smell how it tastes. And I noticed something when I was opening the bottle. I don't know if you can see this, but like in the bottom of the bottle, there's like a lot of like sediments. Like, you see all the floaties and minerals. I mean, minerals, that's the best way to describe it. Just like a really sandy, refined, well water, just crude. I guess crude is the best way to describe it. Not nasty, but I wouldn't buy it again. Particularly rye. I don't like rye whiskeys. It always had that dry taste to me, but this one specifically, this is something that somebody would pick up and say, "Oh, this is good," then taste it and say, "Oh, you don't know nothing about whiskey." So yeah, I wouldn't buy this again, but they did have different bottles. So I just went with this one. That was the first one I saw. It looks like they also had a Tennessee whiskey, which is, I guess, more in line with Jack Daniels. So I would try that one if I were to try another one. But the rye, nah, it's a no for me, dog. I'm gonna give it a 7 because it's a smooth drink. It's a smooth drink. It just has that sharp bite to it after the fact. And I guess the lingering bite does become more subdued the more you drink it. And it's not as bad. Like the third sip is not as bad as the first sip. I will say that. But my tongue still feels like clay, like just a layer of earth is on it. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with a 7. I'm gonna stick with a 7. I try not to rate anything too low because I'm pretty sure I can get some complete dog shit to come through. But this one, it's a C. I just try to grade it like a teacher. It's a C. It's a C. It's not a B. You know, I'm pretty sure it passes the class. That's it. But yeah, that's it. So pourability, what did we give that? What, a 7? Smell, a 10. Smell is still a 10. Smells really good. Taste, 7. And that's the review. And remember to like and subscribe. I'm not asking you to share it. You don't have to tell your friends that you drink, you bitch. But like, subscribe. I appreciate it.